The Black Talk Media Project, a US-based nonprofit, has operated the premier online Black Talk radio network for 9 years. The organization has helped independent Black media producers establish their own digital radio stations and platforms. However, it is time to expand our work based on the vision of founder Scotty Reed, a U.S. Army veteran and communication specialist who wants to build the Black version of National Public Radio with community talk radio stations and media centers across the USA. These stations and media centers will focus on developing local talk radio hosts addressing local community issues and providing classrooms to teach new media production. We can accomplish this goal without corporate and government grants, maintaining true independence. Donate to the Black Talk Media Project or obtain a subscription to the social media platform btrcommunity.com for just $24 annually. Help us establish new Black media for the new millennium.
Hello, Scotty Reed here for the Black Talk Media Project, and this tutorial video is sponsored by Black Talk Radio Network, providing you with unlimited podcast hosting and distribution. Check us out at blacktalkradionetwork.com or blacktalkmediaproject.org. Sign up for our $10 per month podcast hosting and distribution. This also pertains to those who just simply want to distribute possibly their YouTube videos. You will see in this video on this particular method of producing podcasts and distributing them that I have adopted. You will see how to import videos from YouTube and distribute them through Black Talk Radio Network. So you can also use our use our unlimited podcast hosting and distribution. I will make an annotation to this page stating that you can also sign up for the YouTube distribution here as well. All right, so we do live radio streaming, as those who follow Black Talk Radio Network know. We record the live broadcasts that we do on the network, and we save them as podcasts. Now, I have adopted a new way to publishing podcasts. Most people who are familiar with our service know that we distribute all the content from Black Talk Radio, particularly podcasts, audio podcasts, out to other media platforms, doing everything we can to elevate independent Black thought. So YouTube, we have a YouTube channel which we've had since 2008, and we do distribute our client podcasts through YouTube unless they tell us they don't want us to. But all of the ones that I personally produce and engineer, I distribute them through YouTube. So I found this tool called TunesToTube that I use now. And before, I would just upload the podcast to our network and that'll be it. But now I found a way where I can put them on YouTube, give people an option on Black Talk Radio Network to watch the video podcast, which is just going to be a still image, but with the audio to the podcast, or they can listen to the podcast through our other media player or download it to their computer. So TunesToTube is a very affordable tool, especially if you produce a lot of podcasts and you want to put them directly on YouTube. This is a great tool to use. I do recommend it. It's very, very affordable. All right, so I want to publish a podcast we did last night. We broadcast New Abolitionist Radio. Instead of posting a promo to Black Talk Radio about our upcoming programs, just the ones that I produce, I now just link to their profile page on the network. All the podcasts and digital radio stations have what is known as a profile page. As you can see here, there's Tando Radio Show. Where's New Abolitionist Radio? Right there. And they also host the podcast. We have a section for just a podcast for New Abolitionist Radio. So everybody gets a page like this one. Of course, the page is customizable to whatever your directions to us are, all the information that you want. But this is just an example of a profile page on Black Talk Radio Network. If we can get that to load up, it has the radio station that is on Black Talk Radio already embedded in the page. has the media player.
What our struggle has always wanted, and that's what it will always.
Ways to call in and what have you. So yeah, this is it right here. This is what the profile page would look like. Now what I'm going to do is import a podcast video and upload the audio, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and that'll show up in the podcast archive. So what I'm going to do is our last night's broadcast. I've already done my audio files, meaning that I've already tagged my audio files. Let me pull up, to be sure, let me pull up New Abolitionist Radio. MP3 tag editor is a way for you to be professional and tag all the ID3 tag information in your podcast so that when it gets distributed out, certain podcast readers, media players will be able to display information about the podcast. It's about branding. So I'm pull up New Abolitionist Radio, go to the programs, go to their podcast, select folder. And yes, I've already tagged it with the appropriate information. So I'm going to take this title here. I'm going to put it here in TunesToTube.com on our account there. Now I need to put a description. I wrote the description last night for our event listing in btrcommunity.com. So I'm just going to borrow it from here. Let me see, join Max. We'll take this. We'll put that in TunesToTube description. And we'll put information about our special guest. Get that information. Let's see, our special guest was Jimmy C. Carter. Jimmy Gardner is his name. We'll put that information in there. Then we will put the information on how to donate to the nonprofit Black Talk Media Project. We'll put that in there as well. All right, now we want the video size. We'll make this 720. I always go with 720 by 720. Put it in the right category. This will be news and politics. Blur the background. Now I should have already uploaded the file. I don't know what I was thinking about, why I didn't do that already. Let me see. We can find New Abolitionist Radio again. Go ahead and upload that file. Now let's also upload the image that we want to use. We'll use this one here. Now this image will also be imported into Black Talk Radio Network to serve as this featured image, but you can change it if you choose. We'll see how that's done, but this is going to be the image that shows up on YouTube. Okay, now as soon as it finishes uploading all the files, it will begin to process. So, and we're going to pause it right here while all the files load. Okay, now it has uploaded the files, so it's encoding the files, preparing to send it to YouTube. It's now uploading to YouTube, and it'll give us a link to the YouTube video of this audio podcast. So there's the link. Let's click on that. We're done with TunesToTube, so we'll go ahead and close that out. We're going to edit this video by putting it into the New Abolitionist Radio playlist on the Black Talk Radio channel on YouTube. We'll add a couple of tags like slavery, human trafficking, 13th Amendment, put it in the right playlist. We do not monetize our videos, okay? Everything looks good there. Let's go back to watch. Still may not be ready yet. Usually doesn't take a long time, however. Yes, it's still processing, so let's go to, we're going to close out this screen for now. Let's go to videos in YouTube. Once it finishes processing, we will then be able to import it into Black Talk Radio and finish up our post. And we do distribute your podcast a number of different ways. Again, we have a YouTube channel that we send all the podcasts out to, as I'm doing now. We also send them out through our Blog Talk Radio account. We also have a Stitcher account. We have a listing for podcasts on TuneIn as well as our digital radio station. Let me see, also there's Stitcher. So we're sending out, we're distributing your podcast, the podcasts of our clients all over the place to make sure that we are thorough in our distribution and in our main mission of elevating independent Black voices, giving Black thought on various topics. All right, sometimes YouTube hangs up a little bit. Let me try it again. There we go. All right, so it's been published now. So now I want to import this video and include the audio MP3 podcast in the listing on Black Talk Radio Network. So what you're going to do is, once you have an account with us, you'll be able to log into the back end and publish stuff. So, but this also applies if you just want to do videos and you want Black Talk Radio to distribute your videos to our primarily Black audience, you could use this tool here. So there's a number of ways that you can import the video. So I'm going to go to my YouTube, go to channels, go to Black Talk Radio's channel. Excuse me, did not mean to do that. We're going to click on manual import. You can also set it up to do automatic import. We want to import this video here, put it in the right category. This will be for New Abolitionist Radio. We'll put staff here. Check the box to import the video and then click on import videos. I think I'm going to change this up, this title up. Special guest Jimmy Gardner, victim of slavery. All right, so let's go ahead and import that. Once it's imported, we can go to all post. It's going to import it as a draft. It's not going to publish right away to give you a chance to make any necessary edits. So we're going to edit the video. So the video is in, but what we want to do is add the MP3 podcast, because that MP3 will go out through our distribution chain. So now I want to add media, want to upload the MP3 file. What we've done so far is just import the video from YouTube. So let's go to find the file to upload it. Now there is a 99 megabyte per file limit. I know that Windows said 1,000, but no, it's actually 99 megabytes. I have to change that. 99 megabytes. Audio files, you can get a 3-hour podcast recorded at 64 kilobytes per second, and that'll be under 99 megabytes. A lot of people like to do 128, but they're not considering that that uses up the data plans of people who may only be able to access podcasts through smartphones and what have you, or may be on a limited computer plan. The larger the file, the more it's going to use up of their plan. So you want to make it a stereo file, 64 kilobytes per second. That's CD quality. You don't need anything larger. If for example, you have audio files that's larger than that, you can use something like Format Factory, which is free, and you could just change the parameters using all the MP3. You'll add the file, you'll get to change the output settings. I usually set it at 44/100, 64 kilobyte bit rate, and 2 audio channel. And up to a 3-hour program, it'll put it in at under 99 megabytes. All right, so just that too. Now, once it's uploaded, what I want to do is take this URL link of the MP3. I want to copy it. Now, I don't want to insert it into the post. It'll put it in there as a media player, but we won't be able to track your stats for you and include it in the monthly report we put out. So I'm going to take that URL of the MP3. I'm going to scroll down to the podcast episode. This is for the audio podcast. Verify URL. And now I'm ready to publish. Once I publish, unless I uncheck some of these boxes, this is the one for Facebook. It's going to post to Black Talk Radio's Facebook page. It's also going to go out to our Twitter, Tumblr, and Google Plus accounts. All right, so everything looks good. I'm going to remove this part right here that I posted on YouTube. Don't need it on the website because we already had that information on how people can support our nonprofit. Okay, so now I'm ready to publish. Everything looks good. Let me double check. Make sure right category, New Abolitionist Radio. Got a feature image. I could change that if I wanted, but I don't want to. So I'm going to go ahead and publish. No, that's not right. Okay. Let's see, it's checking now. I use Grammarly to check my spelling and what have you. Everything looks fine now. Okay, so let me just do a quick update. And the post should have already gone out. And you can see it has published the podcast. People could play in a new window, keep browsing the internet, download it directly to their computer. If they really want to show some support, they could hit the embed link there and get the embed code and publish the podcast in their blog. and it's also going to embed the YouTube video and start it up automatically. So if you just do YouTube, if you do YouTube videos and you're just looking to distribute to a primarily black audience to boost your subscribers, then you certainly can use our $10 a month service, and it will benefit our nonprofit. All right, so that's how it works. Pretty simple, huh? All right. So this concludes this video tutorial on using TunesToTube to send podcasts to your YouTube channel, then importing that YouTube video into Black Talk Radio Network while also offering it as a MP3 audio podcast. All right, check out our unlimited podcast hosting and distribution at blacktalkradionetwork.com. You can also find these services listed at our nonprofits website, which is blacktalkmediaproject.org.